Hi everyone, welcome back to This Book Belongs to Pam. It's been a while since the last video. It's been more than half a year, I believe. I think because of all of the Vlogmas, Bookmas videos, I'm starting to sort of find some inspiration and creativity again, and I kind of just wanted to pick up the camera today and sort of, test the waters, try my hand at filming a reading vlog and seeing how I feel about it. You see that? That's my dog. This is Chucky. He's like a Shiba Shih Tzu Poodle mix. I'm not sure if you can see all of those breeds in him. I haven't been the best actually at reading. I think I'm about 15 books behind, or like 14 books behind my goal of the year, which is 50 books. I think I can make it. I'm currently reading the Hawthorne Legacy. So I put this on hold quite a while back when it first came out, and I just got it, I think, a week ago. I'm at chapter 50 right now, and that is at the 54% mark. So I think I can finish this like in the next couple of hours, and then I can start my next book, which I'm not quite sure what my next book is. I have to check Libby. Yeah, this is just gonna be a very simple, like, getting back into the groove reading vlog. I will try to get in as many reading as possible because I want to succeed at this 50 books challenge. So yeah, let's start reading. Hi everyone, good evening. It's been a couple of days since my last update, and I already finished reading Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and quite frankly I didn't like it that much. So the first book was very exciting for me. It was a lot of like puzzle solving. Kind of takes me back to like the Nancy Drew games that I used to play a lot, so that was very enjoyable. And then of course they're introducing the characters, like how the different brothers are like, and the interactions with the main character. And I really like that because the world is getting built, like, who the Hawthorne brothers are and all of these puzzles and whatnot. So that was fine. But the second book, it's kind of like it's weird because the personality traits of the brothers are just like boiled down to we're so rich that we can do anything we want, and then just say that 4 different ways. It gets sort of boring after a while. It's super repetitive. It kind of felt like a lot of it were just done for the shock value of it all. The way it ended, or like the conclusion to the plot for this book, just felt a little bit like meh, okay. The book, when you're watching something like a movie or reading a book where the author or the director is very intent on making you think that it's this thing, and then at the end it's gonna be another thing. That's how it felt like. You knew from the start it was not gonna be this thing that the author was trying to play on and whatnot. There was gonna be a twist in that aspect of the plot. So yeah, that was my feeling about the Hawthorne Legacy. I saw that there was a 3rd book, The Final Gambit, I think is the title. I might still read it just to see how this ends. So the next book that I'm reading is Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iyemide. I tried to research how to pronounce it, and please correct me in the comments if that is wrong. So this book is about 2 students in this very sort of fancy rich people school. I don't really know much about this book. Like, I've just been seeing this a lot in booktube and bookstagram, so I was curious, and it was available on Libby, so I put it on hold. So I'm gonna start with this book, and then hopefully, I don't think this is a very long book, hopefully I can finish this by tomorrow. And a lot of people like it, so I'm super excited for it. And yeah, let's get to reading. quick thoughts. I've read about 5% of the book. I basically read one chapter per POV because I think this is written in two POVs, one for Devon and one for Chi, and this very much reminds me of Gossip Girl for some reason. Like the whole private school, like posh setting, and then having the queen bee or like the senior head prefect, and then having people kiss up to you. It kind of reminds me of Gossip Girl a lot, and I like it. Okay, it's only been 5 minutes since the last clip, and oh, I'm holding oops, I'm holding chopsticks because I'm eating crisps, and yes, I eat them with chopsticks so my hands don't get dirty. Anyway, so in the last clip, like 5 minutes ago, I said that this reminded me of Gossip Girl. Now, like the next chapter, we get the first text message from Aces. It's very, very much like Gossip Girl. To my second Vlogmas video, it is December 1st. Hi everyone, today is December 11th? Yeah, December 11th, 5:34 in the morning. And I actually finished reading Ace of Spades like yesterday or a little over a day ago, and I really liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a very quick read. I read it in one sitting. I spent like 5 hours, 6 hours reading it all in one go because it was just fun to read. It was exciting. It's not like my favorite book. It's definitely an enjoyable read. There are just a couple of things that I didn't quite, vibe with. First of all, it's very, very, very much like Gossip Girl. I didn't notice when I started reading it. And then when I read the acknowledgements at the back, the author actually did mention Gossip Girl as one of the inspiration for the book. So that was fun to see. And then overall, it was it's quite a ride. A lot of things happened. A lot of crazy shit happened. And the only thing that I didn't quite like was the way that the characters were built. I didn't quite feel as connected to any of the characters. There's also this thing about how the entire action just happens when the main two characters are there. It's like nothing happens to any of the side characters aside from when they are with the main character. And I know it sounds kind of weird, but it just feels like the whole thing only moves when the main characters are in the picture. That's just one thing that I didn't quite like about the book, but otherwise it was definitely an enjoyable read. I would still recommend reading it because it was really fun. It touches on some social issues that are very important to know about and to actually understand, and I think it's a very good thriller. I think it's thriller. Very good thriller read, so I would still highly recommend Ace of Spades. The next book that I'm reading, I'm quite excited about. I'm reading Vicious by V.E. Schwab. So the last book that I read by V.E. Schwab was the darker shade of the Shades of Magic series, and I absolutely love those books. Like, I love those books. So I'm really excited about this. I think I have 2 days to read it before I have to return it to the library, but I am quite confident that I would be able to read this that fast because I tend to read V.E. Schwab books like in 1 or 2 sittings because they're just so good, and I really like her writing style. So I'm super excited to read this. I have a nice fireplace going on at the back with the crackling sounds, and I got my couch, and I'm ready to dive into Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Hi everyone, good morning. Today is December 13th and I finished reading Vicious last night. I pretty much just read it the entire day because I was super hooked. I loved how the book is structured with all of the flashbacks and the present day. So you're sort of figuring things out as you go, and there's a lot of like showing of what happened instead of just, you know, people telling the story of what happened. I really like that. And I love the characters. I think I went into this book without any idea what it's about. All I know is that a lot of people really liked it, and because I also really love the Shades of Magic series from V.E. Schwab, same author, I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to read more books from V.E. Schwab, and I seriously had no idea what the plot was even about. I just went into it blindly, and I'm so happy that I did, because I got to experience everything without any sort of input. I also really liked how it went full circle. If you read the book, you know, like the opening scene and ending scene, it just went full circle, and I really loved that. So I highly recommend reading Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I'm super excited to get into more V.E. Schwab. I'm super late. Like, I've only discovered V.E. Schwab this year, mostly because I only, oops, there's her hair in the lens, because I've only started reading again this year. So that is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I loved it. I think I gave it 5-star in Goodreads, but really take my ratings with a grain of salt. It's really just my personal preference. So with that, I think I'm gonna end this reading vlog here. So this is my first video back from a very long hiatus. So let me know in the comments if you like more of this very relaxed, casual, if you will, reading vlogs. It's not something that I planned really. It's just I just decided to pick up the camera one day. I'm excited to do more videos, and I'm happy to still see some of you here. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.